Evening! You've just taken over this empty coal train at Hedborough North and is heading for the coal yard, ready to be loaded for an outbound train in the morning. Depart when ready. So, instrument lights. The headlights are already on because I did it with lower. Still up ahead, we're clear from danger when you go over the AWS ramp. So let's brake and power's about 50%. So yeah, this is actually take 2 because first time I did this, I didn't even press record because I'm stupid. So yeah, this is take 2. Yeah, I'm not too disappointed with myself. It's a short scenario. So this is scenario is called 7 Mike 37 1530 North Tees Power Station to Hedborough Coal Yard. So go via drop off these coal hoppers at the coal yard and then head over to the depot. So on the front we have 56064 in BR blue. And on the rear we have a bunch of HBA coal hoppers from Armhouse Power Stonks. It was also doing the AP 56 enhancement. Oh. So you get when you try to do passing shots. Come on, power, look at all that clag. So yeah, we're in the AP class 56 enhancements. That doesn't really do much enhancement as it's more of a sound pack, because all it does is you get more liveries, you get new sounds and clag factor. I think that's it. So it's more of a sound pack than an enhancement. I wonder if AP will ever actually go back to 56 and do more work in it. Like, one thing they could do is like try and get the CSR to work. Like they got the GSMR working on the 377. So yeah, the 135 units of locomotives were manufactured between 1976 and 1984. So the first batch were built by Electroputer, however you pronounce it, in Romania. Then the next batch were built in Doncaster. Then the last batch were built in Crewe. They have a maximum speed of 80 as opposed to the usual 75 miles an hour. and they weigh 125 tons each. So yes, 56 is 135 tons of locomotive. So the engine can output 3,250 horsepower. Other nicknamed Gridiron's Grids for short. So yeah, 56s don't really see them much anymore because most of them were scrapped or preserved on like heritage railways. Because I think they suffered like reliability issues and like wheel slip. And then they were eventually replaced by like 58s, 60s sheds. So yeah, we're on the Hedborough North, created by I think it was RSC before it became a Dovetail. I think it came with Railworks 2 in like 2010, 2011, and you can definitely see it because this route is literally made of Cujo assets. Well, it's not as bad as like say Bathurst Path Double Coup or the OG Great Western. Make sure all manual junctions are set when moving around the courtyard. Manual junctions can be set using a 2D map, accessed by pressing 9. So lines to the right go towards the container yard, and we go left towards the courtyard. So looking at the map for Hedborough North, so on the left over here we have the main train station with the main line. Over here we have a courtyard which we're going to. Here we have a courtyard, container yard for like containers and ships. Over here is the main sorting yard. Here is the traction maintenance depot. Over here are the petroleum plants. And over here is a wood yard. It's a fairly small map with different industries. It would be cool if someone like revamped the route to bring it up to more like modern standards. It shouldn't take too long because again, Hedborough North is a fairly small route with a very basic track layout. So bring our speed down to 15. So this is the courtyard with a giant coal mound on the right, which I think is just hills, like ground textures, but painted over with a coal texture, using the paintbrush in the world editor. So yeah, this is the courtyard. So we're going to uncouple from the hoppers, run around the train, and head out towards the depot. It's a fairly straightforward scenario. It's not too complicated. So bring our speed down gently. Arrive out into the courtyard. So what we're meant to do is to just uncouple this. So press the coupler, and it should uncouple. Uncouple successful. Run around the train and head back to the depot for cleaning and refueling. Stop at shunt 2 to run around. Okay, so release the brake. Press it to forward. Power to about 10%. So there's a little workman there working the manual junction. Just going to take it nice and slowly. And over here we have an R3 that comes with the Doncaster Works. If you can actually hear me because it's a bit loud. Kit bashing. Yeah, I like to mess around with the workmen. I like them like stand around doing nothing. So shut on the cab, so instrument lights off, headlights off, rear sensor off, everything off. Step 2, step 6. Coming to the other end. Headlights, release brake, press it forward, reset the AWS, instrument lights, and let's go. So it's parking the call yard, speed limit is 15 miles an hour, and the next instruction is to stop at main shed 4 in about 2.5 miles. And I forgot to switch the junctions over. Anyway, after that cock up, yeah, we're now on the right track. Pun intended. So yeah, next stop is the main shed in about 2.5 miles, and speed limit is 15. Yeah, when moving around the yard, make sure to check the junctions, otherwise you'll go the wrong way and you'll cry. So the R3 will eventually get its arse in gear and load these coal hoppers. I think the R3, it might couple to the rear of the train and then propel it through the loader. Maybe just go the way we did, like run around the train, go to the front, and then pull the train through the loader. And it's whatever the shunt wants to do. And I'm pretty sure I just collect the building a bit. So yeah, we're now light engine. So looking at 56, if you look down here, you can still see like the outline of the BL logo from the default pack. So yeah, Hedborough North. I'd say it's fairly well modelled. I never noticed that ship over there. Oh, do you know what I didn't notice? I didn't notice this over here. Like, what's it supposed to do? Like, what's it for? Why is there a pier here? And a random patch of land. So bring the speed up to 25. So So I'll leave the courtyard, go through the main yard, and then into the depot. So as I said, this scenario, it is fairly straightforward. Yeah, the weather for this was originally meant to be like light rain, but the 56 wipers, they are really annoying to listen to. So I just switched it back to overcast. So go 1 of 15 as we go over the curve into the yard. We'll go around the curve into the main yard. So land to the right is where we just came from, so Hedborough Station, and we go left towards the main yard, which I just like dump some random stuff in. And you can hear a gronk. Oh yeah, by the way, gronk is the nickname for the 08. You know, like a mid-sized shunter. For some reason, it's a lot louder in the cab than it is outside. Dovetail logic. So in the yard we have that really noisy 08 with some tankers, some mail vans, so I think that's cement, and some really old coal hoppers and some more modern coal hoppers. Well, modern for the 80s standard. 80s standard, because I think the scenario is set in like BR Blue days, so like the 1980s. If you're wondering where the mail coaches come from, they come from the Woodhead in BR Blue, available on Steam. Note that we have a stable tractor. So in recent TS news, Outron Powerhouse have updated the class 40 to 64-bit. I think what it does, it fixes the looping audio issue with 64-bit. I'm not sure whether to get the class 40 because they're hardly ever used and the pack is 20 quid. Also, Armstrong Powerhouse or Armhouse Power Stonks or Christ Power Church have recently announced something to do with the class 325. I think everyone's pretty much convinced that it's the class 325 enhancement because I think it has motion sensors, new headlights, hopefully a new cab. Because the default cab in a default 325 on Steam is horrendous. it doesn't even have a DRA. Like, even the Kuju 166, that has a DRA. Why doesn't the 325? They've basically got the exact same cab. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think I'll stream making a scenario with the 325 from like Shield Me to Carlisle, and then when the 325 enhancement comes out, I could just like replace it in the scenario editor. And also, you know, like do a first look video and first look stream like YouTube. So if you're wondering why I don't stream on YouTube, it's because Twitch is more built for live streaming. Like you can integrate like Cloudbot and polls and bits and money. A very small amount of money. A very small amount of money in my case. But you know, money's money. I think on Twitch we've made about 5 cents. From like ad revenue. So you know, like, don't go spend it all at once. So bring our speed down to 5 miles an hour as we enter the depot. So what do we have? We have choppers, we have tractors, yeah, I should have checked the cruising. There we go. So yeah, in the depot we're due into main shed 4 before reversing into the shed on the right. Yeah, it is a refueling, but at the moment there's currently 2 choppers using the refueling point. So yeah, the 56 is going to have to wait its turn for the fuel. So I think this is a pretty good stopping point. Reverse to off, headlight off, instrument light off, brake to step 6. Move to the other end, headlights, junction, this one. Switch cars here and stop at all shed 3 to finish off with. Forward would help. So in the main shed, I can see a 121 currently being worked on. I'm not sure about the 80s. They would have been like withdrawn by like paces. Yeah, I'm not sure which one is more uncomfortable, a 121 or a pacer. Guys, I'm not sure if 121s have better suspension than a pacer. I'm not saying that the 121s they do have like actual bogies and pacers don't. I'm not sure about the seat quality on a 121. I think they're like Mach 1 coaches. So yeah, this is the old shed. So this is the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more changing content. Like the video if you're also inclined. Follow me on Twitch for live streams. It's mainly just like driving stuff and building scenarios. So thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.